Welcome to Walk It Out Wednesday. This is Pastor Pete Flores from New Jerusalem Church, Defiance, Ohio. I want to talk to you a little bit about your vision, how excited you are with your vision, and what happens when somebody doesn't believe in your vision. How do you take that? Does that determine your vision? Does that determine how far you're willing to take this, the excitement that you have? I want to talk to you a little bit about Acts chapter 9. In Acts chapter 9, a lot of things start to change here in the church. We see Paul going from Saul of Tarsus and causing havoc against the church and being there for the stoning of Stephen. And he is then knocked down on the road to Damascus. He is converted. He gains his eyesight. I love that verse. It says that he gets up and the scales fall off and he has vision. He can see things a little more clearly now. And now he's excited because of this vision. And it says that he's so excited, he's off going and he's preaching Jesus. The Jesus that he preached against, it almost seems like the same zeal that he had against Jesus, he now has for Jesus. And he is preaching vividly, solid, for 3 years. That is his goal, to preach Jesus. And it is nonstop, no matter what anybody thinks about his past and who he was. He knows that he has a vision, and he is preaching that vision to full capacity. He is preaching Jesus with no boundaries. Are you that excited today? What would you do today if somebody challenged that vision? Would it make you want to stop? Would it make you give up? That shouldn't be the case, believer. When you have a vision, when God has you doing something, people are going to have opinions. People are going to criticize. That should never change your vision. Acts chapter 9, 26, Paul is so excited about what he's doing. And not only that, he is so excited to meet the disciples. It says that he goes and he meets the disciples, and right away what happens is something that could tear a person apart. What happens is that they do not believe him. They do not believe that he is saved. They do not believe that he is sent by God. They do not believe in his vision. Now, a lot of times this would be the end of the story. But because, if you remember, we talked about that 3 years of excitement that Paul had. Verse 27, a man named Barnabas steps up and he says, no, on the contrary, this man has been doing A, B, and C. He has been preaching Jesus no matter what. It wasn't about who Paul used to be. It wasn't about who Paul proclaimed to be. It was about what he actually did for the kingdom. It was about the fruit of Paul. It was what Barnabas saw and what Barnabas knew to be true. So I urge you today, continue, no matter what people think, no matter what people say. If God has given you something, continue to walk in that no matter what. When the time is right, God will send a Barnabas to go before you, and he will speak for you based on what you have done for the kingdom. Keep doing for the kingdom, believer. Keep preaching Jesus. Keep being excited. Don't let anybody come against your vision. If God has given it to you, it has unlimited potential. And it goes on to say that when Barnabas spoke for him in verse 28, that they understood and they believed Barnabas, and it said that Saul walked amongst them as he was one of them. What an awesome thing. Saul didn't let it change him. He knew what he was doing. He believed that God had sent him, even to the point where Barnabas had spoke for him, and the disciples saw it to be true, and he was walking amongst them just like one of them. God had did what he said he was going to do. The same with you. God is going to do what he said he's going to do, but what he needs is your consistency. He needs you to continue to walk it out. Pastor Pete Flores, God bless.